Well, hello there, Facebook. Hello there, Instagram. And no, not Instagram, but YouTube. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to you. Hey, IG. I'm not IG, YouTube. I love y'all. I'm in here in the kitchen this morning, and I need to discuss a couple things, y'all. Don't laugh at my stuff on top of my refrigerator. I gotta go take my jugs over to the alkaline water people so they can put my alkaline water on in there. But I'm in the kitchen this morning. I'm actually making some, I was getting ready to make some fresh juice is what I was getting ready to do. Hey, Danella, good morning. Good morning to y'all. Good morning. Y'all keep sending me this doggone story about Diddy and Cassie, and you keep asking me what I think about the whole story. And y'all got to understand, my perspectives might be a little bit different, but I want you to understand a couple things is what I want you to understand about this whole Diddy, Cassie situation. I know we don't keep up with celebs and their business like that, but because you guys have keep asking me, Miss Mason, what do you think? I'm going to give you what I think. And I'm one of those people, I have to do my research first before I go into anything, okay? I got to do my own research first on the situation, what's going on, all of that, okay? So, okay, we can get into that. All right, it's a bunch of y'all in here now. All right, y'all coming on in here. I guess I should let my IGers know what's going on too. Let's see. Do I have my Instagram hooked up to this? I hope you guys are having a great morning. All right, okay, I'm waiting on y'all to get on in here. All right, here we go. So, as I was getting ready to get on with my day, I'm sitting here getting ready to make some juice. I have some fresh pineapple, some lemon, carrots, green apples, and ginger. So you guys know I'm getting my detox on because I did real bad over the weekend and over the last, week or so. I've been real bad, so I got to get my detox on. So I said, let me talk to my folks before I head out and before I get this juice maker going. So here's the thing. Everybody's sending me this, April, what do you think? What do you think about, Cassie and Diddy? And then they're sending me these articles of women writing, see, this is why you don't stay with a man that long and you be with him and he don't put a ring on it and all of this other stuff, right? Here's the thing. Whoever said Cassie wanted to get married, first and foremost, I think what's happening is this has given women, bloggers, the platform to talk about something that they wanted to talk about in the first place, not realizing this may not be the situation to use those examples of you don't stay with a man that long that will not marry you. You don't stay with that long with a man who's taking your early years, all of this stuff, right? So me at 4 o'clock this morning, since I've been getting y'all emails, wrong glasses, I decided to go and Google and look up some things before I just talked on it. And this is what I found. October 12th, 2017. It's an Oxygen, on Oxygen.com. It says Cassie opens up about whether or not she wants to marry Diddy. Here's the thing. This is what she says. Cassie is in no rush to walk down the aisle. During her interview with Ebro in the morning this week, the singer spoke candidly about her relationship with music mogul and master of shade, Diddy. Though the two have been together for years, despite a few bumps in the road, Cassie revealed that marriage isn't high on her list of priorities right now. Cassie says, in quote, "We have a certain type of relationship and it works the way it is." She explained, and when asked if she believed that marriage is for everyone, she responded, "No, absolutely not. I believe marriage if it's with the right situation, but I feel like I've seen a lot of people get married and break up in the time that I've been in my relationship," she said. "I feel like you can't really put a tag on it. Everybody looks at marriage as something very solid and important, but we do have a solid relationship." She also goes to state, "My lifestyle is so different from everyone else's that I don't know if marriage would be conducive to me sitting here with you right now, having my own stuff," she said. "But I do believe in marriage. I do believe in love." Okay, let's stop right there. CG says she's crazy. She's not crazy. Here's the thing. Every relationship is not meant to end in marriage. Every relationship is not meant to be a long-term thing. A lot of you have tried to make seasonal people lifetimers, okay? So you can be in a relationship with someone, and like she said, she does believe in marriage. But here, you got to listen to the key things that was said in this article. She does believe in marriage, but she understands that marriage in this particular relationship is not conducive. CG says leave him. Well, she might not have wanted marriage. That's the whole thing. You're putting what you think it should be on her. She knows she believes in marriage, but she also knows that this particular situation is not conducive to a marriage. So she enjoyed the ride. So we're looking at, I'm reading all these articles. Women, y'all need to stop being with these men so long. No, you can be with a man as long as you want to be with him if you understand what your reasoning is. If you know from the jump. And see, you got to understand the type of man Diddy is. Have Diddy married any of his baby mamas? No, he has not. So what makes you think he getting ready to change? At the end of the day, someone said it's for the money. So what if it is? And I explained this yesterday. Everybody's core needs might be different. So while we got all these women writing these blogs talking about you don't stay with no man this long and all of this stuff, if you know going in that, you know what, I do want to get married. I may not want to get married right now, but this situation right here fits good for where I am right now. She did what she wanted to do. So everybody's asking, April, can she need to be an asset woman? No, an asset woman, from my perspective, is a woman that knows how to make decisions about her life. She could have left Diddy a long time ago knowing that marriage is not really on the table. She said, and I quote it, in this situation, marriage isn't conducive. Diddy didn't marry nobody. So while we're trying to make it look like Diddy did something wrong or why he used her for her early years, he did not. She chose to be there. She made a come up. And to be honest with you, if I was in her situation and I really wasn't looking for nothing at the time, I really wasn't trying to get married, I would have used it as a come up for my career as well too. Because she wasn't looking for marriage from this particular person. Now, you got to understand that every relationship, once again, does not end in marriage. And you guys know I always use my situations as examples. And not to brag or anything, but I think people get a better understanding when you be going through something. Okay, let's talk about my last relationship. My last relationship was with a high-profile man, right? And what we learned at the end of our relationship was we would have made better business partners and friends than it being in a relationship or being married, right? So although we opted out of getting married, yes, Sylvia, you hear baby Charlie, his behind is still over here. Yes. We on our way to the store. But his mama here, she came to pick up her package. And when she walked in, Sylvia, he acted like he didn't even see her because he was with Granny. But anywho, my ex was a high-profile guy, and like I said, when we realized that we make better business partners and we make better friends, we can go on vacations and all of this stuff, but a relationship or a marriage we shouldn't have entered in. Here's the thing. Hey, MAU, here's the thing. When we broke up, I was upset, I was mad, all of this stuff, right? I'm going to tell you what my friend Joe told me. He said, hey, you mad because y'all didn't get married, but you knew you really didn't want to marry him. You guys thought when you entered into it that it would end in a marriage. But the more you got to know, you saw each other, you guys were not compatible in marriage. So he said, to be honest with you, if you look at it from a different perspective, you didn't lose nothing being with him. And when I start really sitting back thinking about that, it's the same with Cassie. She didn't lose anything, but she gained a whole lot being with Diddy. For me, one of the things that my ex taught me was, April, everything is available to you. He taught me that I can have the best. He taught me that there were no limits. He taught me that I don't have to go to the store and buy one pair of shoes. I can go to the store and buy 2 pairs of shoes. He taught me that. So it actually, when I look at it, I'm like, I used to value it as, wait a minute, I done published this book, I done did this. I looked at everything that I did until Joe pointed it out. He said, babe, look what you got. On your end, You ain't have to worry about no bills. Every Friday was Shop Friday. You had an allowance every week. You drove what you wanted to drive. You lived where you wanted to live. You went on vacations whenever you wanted to. So did you really not gain anything in the relationship? And when I looked at it from that perspective, okay, I get it. So everything that he gained from me, now when we talk, he's like, man, because of you, now I'm sitting on X amount of millions of dollars now because I listened to what you said. So I was giving him wise counsel on business moves and things that he should be doing and all of this stuff. He did it. He showed me that I could have whatever it is that I want and not to ever deal with a man that limits you as far as not from a you greedy type deal, but your man should take care of you. My ex showed me that. He showed me exactly what it looked like to be a kept woman. He showed me that. Now, do I want to be a kept woman? That's up to me. But I have experienced it to the point where it was fair exchange. So I get that many are saying Cassie did not, she gave up her years and she didn't get a marriage. Well, marriage might not have been the end result for her. I am actually glad that my ex and I did not get married. That would have been a doozy because we can go on vacations together. We can laugh and joke. I could be sitting in the room and I'd be like, oh, you know what? She looked like she might be your type. Like we became the best of friends. But if we would have pushed toward this marriage that would not have worked out, I wouldn't have been able to teach him what I taught, and he wouldn't have been able to teach me what he taught me. So now he's actually set the standard of what my expectations should be. Really? You want to say hi? Come on. Say hi, everybody. Say hey. Look. He got to get his hair combed. We about to comb his hair.
That's what I was doing. He wanted to come over.
He heard me talking, so he wanted to come say hi to the Facebook people. Okay, we about to get in the car. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. It's not always about it ending in a marriage, especially when you know the person that you're with. Say hey, John, since your face is in the camera.
Oh, hey.
Especially if the person that you're with, you can see that, you know what, this is not a good relationship. What's in the... What'd you say? Can you tell me who he was? And I ain't telling y'all nothing of who he was in the VIP Academy. I ain't telling y'all who he was. But please understand, Miss Mason lived a nice life, and he showed me that. And the thing is, I won't say they used each other. I would say that this is what I believe. In order to be with somebody, I don't believe in marrying anybody just because you love them. There should be a benefit for you being in my life and me being in yours. Meaning, just because I love you, I'm not gonna say, oh my God, I love him and I just wanna be with him. Now I do that with Papa. It just grin and sell. However, when it comes to a marriage, heck no. We're trying to leave a legacy. We're trying to build something. She could have been his peaceful place with everything that he's doing in the world. Her contribution to him, normally with men like that with money, the contribution that the woman gives to him has nothing to do with monetary things. She's his peace. She's his comfort. She's his safe place. She gives wise counsel. She's sexy for him. She might have some bomb sex, but it's not from a monetary standpoint. Men who don't make money, men who are not in a position of status like that, well, you see it as, well, what's she doing for me? Whereas a man of means says, I don't need her to be financially responsible for me. I don't need her to pay half the bills. I don't need her to do any of that. I need her to be here. Some lyrics said, so why all of a sudden he wants her back? That's the thing. That's what my next point. He never said he wanted her back. What he said was, if you see Cassie, tell her to listen to this song 100 times. It says, and it was the Michael Jackson song, Lady in My Life. The lyrics are, you always be the lady in my life. I never said I wanted you back. My ex, and back home, the guy I was just telling you about, he's always said, April, I don't care who I'm with, you gonna always be that staple in my life. Did we say we wanted each other back? No, y'all got to be able to read for what it is versus what you want it to be. If he wanted her back, he would have did like Chris Brown and talk about Karuchi all up in the song. He never did that. He wanted her to know that you will, no matter what goes down, You will always be the lady in my life. So Diddy probably will do anything for Cassie. Doesn't mean that he wants to be with her in the moment. It just means you will always have a special place with me. So y'all are doing these, I'm reading these vlogs and listening to Wendy Williams. Now Diddy wants her back. Diddy never said that he wanted her back. He said, you'll always be the lady in my life. And that's why women get their freaking feelings hurt, because you read into things that you have no business reading into. He never said he wanted Cassie back. All he said was, you will always be the lady in my life. And look how the hell y'all ran off with that. Y'all ran so far. Why did he want her back? Why did he want her back? Diddy didn't say he wanted her back. How many people in your life that you say, you know what, that person has had an impact in my life, so they'll always have a place with me? Y'all ran and took that as he trying to take the girl back. He never said that. He said, if y'all see Cassie, tell her to listen to this song 100 times. You will always be the lady in my life. That didn't say nothing about I want you back. And so now we got all of these bloggers and everyone else writing this crap. But see, Miss April, and the only reason why I'm doing this video, because you guys asked, what would you tell Cassie to do? Nothing. The article that I just read you, she said this relationship was not conducive for marriage. Every relationship is not for marriage. Period. And it's okay. But it sounds to me that Cassie knew that, because Diddy ain't never married none of the rest of them. So, ladies, get out of your head and stop trying to make something that is not. Y'all make it look like Diddy used her. No, he did not. And you also got to understand, a man of means never needs a woman to come in and make contribution to his life in a monetary way. Every man of means that I've ever gone out with, it was never about, April, can you pay half these bills? It was never about, what's your contribution? My contribution and what they needed from me was a peaceful place. Someone that can give wise counsel. Someone that they can lay their head in my lap and make it peaceful. You know? So if you're not a man of means, you don't understand that type of dynamic, because you're looking for more of a woman that I need her to pay this and I need her to pay that. Men of means don't need that. And men of means, put it like this, when you're at that peaceful place for them, they don't mind financing everything that you want to do, because they enjoy that. It makes them feel like men, the protector and the provider. So at the end of the day, they both got something out of the relationship. It just happened to end. And for y'all saying he was trying to get her back, he was never trying. He didn't try to get her back. Y'all all in y'all feelings. I heard Wendy Williams, Cassie, don't take him back. He's all over the internet trying to get you back. He wasn't all over the internet. All he said was, you'll always be the lady in my life. That was it. Where does it say, I want you back? Now, if he would have posted the Jackson 5, I want you back, that would be different. That would be different. But that's not what he said. So, yes, Wayne, yes, it was exactly a fair exchange. Both benefited. That's why I don't believe in just getting with somebody if there's no benefit in it. And the benefit is based upon what that individual needs. So a woman can get with a man that's beneficial to her, but she might not need him financially. Her benefit for him, she might need a support system. She might need to feel safe and protected. That might be what it is for her. Yes, Duchess, I believe that too. Diddy will take care of whomever he's with. And I don't have a problem with that. These women know that. So why y'all sending me all of these these articles trying to, you know what, you don't give up your good years for a man, girl, and blah, blah. But I just read to you what she said. I just read to you exactly what Cassie said. She said, my lifestyle is different. That's what she said. My lifestyle is different than anyone else's. That I don't know if marriage will be conducive to me sitting here with you. Come on. She already know. Bro, I love how you break it down, teach and preach. I'm just saying, I just look at what really is versus what people are trying to make it. He trying to win her back. No, he not doing the Chris Brown. He just letting her know, you're going to always have a place with me. And I interpreted that to say, girl, anything you need, you've been down for me this long. Anything you need, I got you. I promise you that I can almost guarantee if she doesn't get back with, if they don't work things out and get back together, she's going to find someone else and she will get married. Why? Because she said she believes in marriage, but she was wise enough to know that marriage was not conducive in this particular situation. And there's nothing wrong with that. So that's all I wanted to share with y'all before I head out to these here stores with my daughter and my grandson. I wanted to address this because if I get one more blog post or one more, what you do hear what Wendy said, Miss April, what you think about this? At the end of the day, to summarize it, everything, to wrap it all up, she knew who she was getting with. And she knew marriage probably was not going to be on the table because she said it. But she was also smart enough to say, you know what? I'll be here because there's a benefit, there's a lifestyle, and there's some things that I can learn as well. And it goes back to what I told you guys. I was in a similar situation. He wasn't a mogul or as wealthy as Diddy, but he was a very wealthy man. He didn't need me for all of those other things. And I'm so glad that we never got married. And we were pushing. Everything else in our relationship worked. Everything from business, we was making money. You know, vacation and all that. Everything was working. We were like the best of friends. But it wasn't until marriage got put on the table that everything started going crazy. And we just decided, let's just be friends. Did I gain something? Yes, I did. That's why, when we broke up, he looked at me when we went our separate ways. He said, April, guess what? He said, there's something that I do know. And I said, what's that? He said, you're not going to go beneath me. And I got what he meant. And he's actually made it very hard to go beneath that. But he knew, because he showed me what it felt like for a man to genuinely take care of his woman to the point where, well, like I said, weekly allowance. Shop Friday was every Friday. I don't care what we was going to buy. It was just something. Baby, we ain't been on a vacation. Are you going to be in town this week? Are you speaking anywhere? Nope. Next thing I know, pack your bag. Are we going somewhere in cool climate or hot climate? Warm climate? Warm. Just bring your ID. I didn't know where I was going, y'all, until I got to the airport and I got my boarding pass. No, he was not white. He was a brother all day, black mama and black daddy. So it's not just a white dude or a non-black dude that can do that. It's all about how a man manages his money and the choices that he makes in his career. So brothers can do that as well. He's not the only one that I've met that was doing that. So it all depends on the man. Once again, a lot of these new age dudes is like, nah, I need somebody to go 50-50 with me. Well, I ain't the woman for you. But guess what? I attract men that don't need that from me. They need me to be a woman. Is what they need. They don't need me to help finance anything. They don't need me to help pay for nothing. Even when here's the thing, even when I would take my ex out and he felt so uncomfortable to the point I look in my purse, he be done drop the money back down in my purse. I'm like, babe, why you won't let me take you out? He said, that ain't what a man does. I can't allow you to do that. Even if it's my birthday. The fact that you even thought to take me to dinner. He wouldn't let me do it. Or if he forgot his wallet, or he left his wallet in the car, whatever, he would always find a way to give me my money back. So at the end of the day, I can understand Cassie not marrying Diddy. And understand that every relationship is not meant to go into something long-term like that or for life. We got to stop making seasonal people lifetimers. You know? So ultimately, what message are we sharing with young ladies? The message that we're sharing with young ladies is they have a right to make the choice of what it is that they want in their life. If it's they're not ready for marriage yet, but yet an opportunity comes with a man that says, you know what? I like you for who you are. You are peaceful to me. You are a safe place for me. I can really talk to you. And he just happens to be a man of means and says, you know what? Because I love being around you, I like to be generous. If that's the choice that she makes, that's fine. If just like these women that are making choices and being with these old buster dudes that ain't doing nothing for them, we got a whole bunch of them, I'ma hold him down, chicks, and we keep teaching them that too. We have more of those that feel like I got to hold him down and, you know, he's making it come up in his career. Then we have women that'll say, you know what, at this stage in my life, I'm not really looking to get married. I do want to be in a relationship, but I don't want to get married. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to date, and if I just happen to meet somebody, I meet somebody. But it sounds to me as Cassie knew up front what it was. She wasn't trying to make a man that's not marriage material marry her. That's not what I see. So what are we teaching our daughters? We're teaching our daughters that we can make decisions. Yes, Yolanda, a great man will try. He might not be able to do it on the level of a Diddy or whatnot, but you will be able to see, you know, who he is. Z say struggle love. Yeah, April Mason ain't down for the struggle love. Wayne said Cassie made a good move. Like that, I like that point as well. I mean, that's what she did. So what are we teaching our daughters? Well, once again, for the person that's asking, and I took that as a way of you trying to say, what are we teaching our daughters in a kind of read kind of way? We're teaching them to make their own decisions. We're teaching them that they don't have to do, as what Zija said, struggle love. That's what we're teaching them. We're teaching them that every relationship does not have to end in marriage. So don't always think just because the man that you meet is going to be your husband. Every man is not supposed to be your husband. Like I said, my ex, we thought we were getting married because we worked well as a friendship and we worked well as a on business. We was building empires and carrying on. But when it came to the marriage and relationship part and the romance part, we didn't make it well. So do I get married to somebody just because these other two components are in place? Or am I a wise woman to say, I want this component and this component? That's what I want. So you don't like Cassie can get with a Diddy and say, I like these two things, but I don't like the fact that I'm not in anything committed or nobody has changed my last name. So I'm upset and I'm hurt because I was with this person for a very long time. But at the end of the day, like she said, I do believe in marriage. It's just not conducive for this. It's more of, I want everything. And so that's what I would like to teach young women. You don't, oh girl, but he nice and he got to make money and he did. You don't have to stay because of that, because you can have that and the loving, committed, fulfilling relationship at the same time. So that's what I did. That was my reason for saying, for walking away and saying, you know what, hey, yes, if you stayed in this situation, you continue to have your shop Fridays. You would continue to travel whenever you want to, drive whatever you want to, and all of that stuff. But for me, the question became, what's most important to you? And most important to me was having something meaningful with someone that I was not only compatible with in business and friendship, but as a companion, as a lover, as a partner. I wanted that as well too. Venus, I said, why stay 10 plus years? That's up to her. That's what I'm trying to tell you. She might not have wanted to get married, 10 years ago. We all have our aha moments and our wake up calls. But what did she say? She said, this situation is not conducive for marriage. So you got to remember, he met her when she was 20-some years old. She now, 32? So she might be at the stage where, okay, now I want something meaningful. This ended. Now, he can go get somebody else that's 22. But now at this stage in my life, I'm ready for something. So why not stay for 10 years if you're not ready for anything? No, but when it's time to make the decision of, I want something, okay, yeah, well, you broke up with me, but maybe this was the best because actually I do believe in love and marriage. And at 32 years old, I think I might want to eventually get married and have kids at this point, at this stage in the game. Maybe, but 10 years being in something that a person is not going to marry you, or you don't feel like it's conducive for marriage. I don't have a problem with that mentality. I have a problem with women that will stay for 10 years hoping that he's going to marry them. That's where the problem lies. This situation ain't that. That's why I had to come talk about it, because all of these bloggers and videos and Wendy Williams and all of they behinds, they're trying to make it something that it's not. Brother said Diddy is homosexual. How do you know? Have you been with him? Have you been with him? I hate when people do that. If you have not been with them, if he has not ran up in you or you have not ran up in him, how do you know that? If you didn't see it with your eyes, if he did not tell you that out of his own mouth, who are you to say that? I hate when people do that. Well, this person like this. When the last time they talked to you? When the last time did he have brothers? Did he have you bent over the couch? Or did you have him bent over the couch? How do you know that? Well, I have friends that know, but that ain't you. You have no evidence of that. And the thing is, it could be true, but you don't have the evidence of that if you have not had a conversation with him. I hate when people do that all the time. This person is like this. Did you talk to him? You live in LA. Living in LA has nothing to do with if you've been with him. So if you live in LA, it's a possibility that Brodus, you've been with him. Unless you've seen it firsthand. Unless you have experiences, unless you've been running up in Diddy and he been running up in you, you don't know nothing. You only know what you heard. And I hate when people do that. I always tell folks, if you want to know something about April Mason, ask me. Don't go on what other folks say. Ask me. And even what you heard might be true, but you're still getting it through third hand. You haven't experienced that. And when you can say something about somebody with such conviction and you have not talked to them, L7. My teacher, my kids taught me that.
Yeah, like 15 years ago.
I will be in the room. If you, Brody said, I will be in the room. Well, if you're in the room, then you homosexual too. Because what heterosexual man gonna want to sit there and watch another man run up in another dude? So thank you for exposing yourself. Thank you for exposing yourself, Brody. So ladies, you hear it. Brodus was on my timeline yesterday trying to get with some of the ladies, but he just said he will be in the room. So any man that will be in a room watching another dude bang another dude, he is suspect to me. So I'm just saying. So you answered the question. You say you saw it. So since you saw it, then you are qualified to talk. You qualified to talk. So I just hate, don't ever do that to people, y'all. Oh, she's so Beyonce is Illuminati and this and that. I hate when people do that. And I like to address certain questions like that or comments because I want people to hear a different perspective about talking about people before you know anything about them. You said it was a typo. No, baby, you meant to say that, honey. You meant to say that. That wasn't no typo. Anywho, I gotta go, y'all. Brodus, we just messing with you. But once again, I'm joking, but there's a lot of truth in what I'm saying. Don't call nobody out unless you've seen it yourself or you've experienced it yourself. And if you want to ask, so if you want to know something about them, ask them. So with the whole Cassie thing, I wasn't able to ask her, but I was able to go and find something that she said on Oxygen about she wasn't looking for marriage, especially in this situation. She said, I love it. I love marriage. I believe in marriage. But in this situation, it's not conducive. So that's what Ms. Mason had to say about the Cassie thing. So y'all please stop sending me messages about Cassie and Diddy. Because that's my thought process. They both got something out of it. She knew what it was getting in because you can look at his track record. He doesn't marry anybody anyway. So whatever that reason is, he seems like he's a good father. He's a good provider. He seems like he's a family man. But at the end of the day, if marriage is what you want, Diddy is not the one that you're going to get it from. And according to Cassie, she knew that this situation is not conducive for marriage. She knew that. So leave the girl alone and stop trying to give her advice on don't be doing this again. What's the lesson that you learned, Cassie? So you're going to stay with another man for 10 years and he ain't marry you when she's already said that wasn't what it was about for me. So love y'all. Mwah. You say bye-bye, Charlie? You want to say bye-bye?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yes, Angela. People don't understand grown-up relationship. You going to say, oh, look at my baby. Look at my baby. Say bye-bye. Say bye. Say bye. Say bye, 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 bye. All right, see y'all later. Bye.